Hello. You know, as I've been going back and forth to Walmart and the grocery store in the last week, trying to buy up the foods that I'll be preparing for Thanksgiving, I began to really want to do a video about 5 tips that I have developed over the years that help me to stay on track with Weight Watchers. And the main reason that I'm making this video right now, I will post it, but the main reason I'm making it is for myself, to help me remember what I've done in the past that has made me have a successful holiday season. And when I say holiday season, I'm talking about Thanksgiving through January the 1st. That involves about 5 days that my family and I get together and have more foods available than normal. This video, you'll see me look down occasionally because I've written down my 5 tips. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and video this because they might help you too. I know that they have helped me in the past, and so hopefully they'll help you too. Whether you are on Weight Watchers or whatever kind of weight loss program you are involved in, it should be able to help you to stay on track. Okay, tip number 1, stay focused on whatever program or whatever plan that you are going on during the holidays. For me, I still haven't really decided whether I will change over to the green plan or stay on the purple plan for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving morning is my weigh-in day, so I'll decide on that day. Right now I'm leaning a little bit more toward trying to stay on the purple plan. I know I will probably go over for that day, but I'll have all my weeklies at that point, so I may just try to go ahead and stay on the purple plan and see how that works out. But mainly, I need to at least try to track and to remember to be mindful that I am not going to eat the way that I used to. This will mark my 6th time that I have celebrated Thanksgiving since I have been on Weight Watchers. Now, the 5 previous years, different things have happened. The first year, when I was still in weight loss mode, full-time weight loss mode, I lost weight during the holidays, especially Thanksgiving. I don't know how well I did at Christmas, but I know I did relatively well at Thanksgiving. The next year, which was 2015, I think I maintained. I was on maintenance by that point, and I'm pretty sure I maintained. I may have gained just a little bit. Now, in 2016, I know that I gained weight. I was having thyroid issues in the fall season of 2016, and I know that I put on probably at least about 6 pounds during the holiday season. But now by the next year in 2017, I was trying to get off all that weight. I had put on somewhere around 25 pounds during the issues that I had with my thyroid. I had my thyroid removed in June of 2017. So in August of 2017, I went back full-time on weight loss mode, and I think I lost somewhere in the neighborhood of at least 6 to 10 pounds during the holiday season because I was determined to get it off by March of 2018. And then 2018, last year at this time, was probably the worst example of a Weight Watcher as I could be. I purposely went off plan. I didn't stop tracking. I always track, but I was overeating. I was using my weeklies plus some each week. I don't want to say that I went back to eating normally, because the way that I ate for 30 years was not normal. I was overeating. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. So it was not normal eating, but I went closer to the way that I used to eat before I started Weight Watchers. And by after the 1st of January, when I got on the scale on my weigh-in day, I had gained 4.5 pounds. Now, I don't say that proudly, but I say it as a fact. That's what I did. I purposely went off track, and I paid the price. Because if I go off track, if I am not diligent about staying on Weight Watchers, I will gain my weight back. I hope that there are some of you out there that don't have to be as diligent as me, but I think because I overate for so many years that I'm still tempted when I go off plan to not pay attention to what I'm eating and eat most of the time. So, number 1, stay focused. Wake up that morning and remember, hey, I'm on Weight Watchers. I'm going to try to track today. I know it may be hard, but I'm going to try. Number 2, plan ahead. Now that's what I've been doing this last week. When I would go to the grocery store, I was trying my best to come up with things that are good, things that I enjoy eating, things that maybe I don't have all the time, and things that will help me to stay on track. For example, I make a dessert that is lower in points so that I can enjoy it when everybody else is eating the high point desserts. I really like my daughter-in-law's chocolate oatmeal cookies. And for me to try hard to avoid them, I have to have another sweet. And so I make a dessert. It's made with angel food cake and low-fat yogurt and light Cool Whip. And it's a really good dessert. A serving of it is probably about 5 points, to where if I ate my fill of the chocolate oatmeal cookies, it would be at least 10. So that's tip number 2. Plan ahead and come up with some things that are going to be lower point foods for you to be able to fill up on and you will still enjoy. Number 3, pick 2 or 3 foods to enjoy. Not all of the high point foods. For example, I used to fill my plate with all these high point foods, and some of them are not even my favorite foods, but I would still try them, whether I liked them or not. And if I have learned nothing else being on Weight Watchers, I only eat foods that I truly enjoy. I don't try foods that I don't think I'm going to like, especially high point foods. So this year, there are 3 foods in particular that I know that I'm going to eat. I'm going to try not to eat a lot of it, but I am going to eat them. One is chicken and dressing. In the South, we make a separate cornbread-based dressing, and mine has a whole chicken in it, and yet there's been years in the past where I've made the whole chicken, and where it had the thighs and the legs and, light and dark meat. This year, I plan on doing just skinless, boneless chicken breast in the dressing. So I'll have a serving, not half of it, of the dressing. I like a gravy that I make that goes on the dressing. Now, I've never figured out how to make it lower in points, so I just have less of it. And then the third thing that I pick, it's not going to sound like anything that I'm sure most of you do, but I am a big fan of jellied cranberry sauce. I like those three things together more than anything else that's going to be on the buffet that we'll have for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to try to eat those three things. Now I may have, I'm going to make some acorn squash. That's 0 points. So I may eat that. I'm also going to make green beans. 0 points. I may eat a little of that. But the other foods that are on the table, I probably will not eat. Or I'm going to try. If I eat them, it will only be 1 spoonful. And I'm not talking about a tablespoon. I'm talking about a teaspoonful. 1 bite. Okay. Number 4. Now this is something I've done some years and some years I haven't. I'm going to try this year to utilize the small plate theory. When I say small plate, I mean if we have these gigantic serving paper plates, which I know we have this year, I'm going to try not to eat off of that. I'm going to get me a smaller plate and fill it up pretty much with those foods I just talked about. A smaller amount of the dressing and gravy, a regular helping of the jellied cranberry sauce, and then the acorn squash and the green beans, and that will fill that small plate up. And that's all I'm going to eat. Because this is another thing. If you utilize the small plate theory, don't say, I think I'll go back for second helpings. That's not part of the plan. The plan is make your plate, eat it slowly, and enjoy every bite that you have. That was tip number 4. And tip number 5 is probably one of the hardest ones for me to do. I know the others have seemed pretty hard, but tip number 5 is extremely hard for me. When I'm through eating, I need to remove my plate and either start cleaning or go to another room. The hard part about that is I'm the only one that will be doing that. Everyone else sits around the table and laughs and has conversations, and usually they get up 2 or 3 times and get some desserts, and it's hard for me to do that because I know I'll be missing out on some of those wonderful conversations. But if I stay at that table, there is a very good possibility that I'll get up and get a second helping of something. And so what I've learned to do in the past is to get up and to start cleaning up if it's at my house. If it's at someone else's house and I don't feel comfortable putting up the plates or loading up the dishwasher, I will usually just go to another room and either watch TV or get on my iPhone and try to track or something like that. Well, that's my 5 tips that I'm going to try to abide by this holiday season. It'll start Thursday, but it'll go all the way through January the 1st. I hope that this video has been beneficial to you. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. And leave a comment below. You may have some tips that I've never thought of that might work better if I knew they existed. I hope every one of you out there have a blessed holiday season, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and be thankful for what you have, and a blessed Christmas. Goodbye.